Hey everybody, I am Cyclones play-by-play announcer Rudy Hodgson, joined by the new head coach of your Cincinnati Cyclones, Riley Weselowski. Coach, pleasure to have you joining me today.
Rudy, it's good to be here.
Coach, it's been a few days since we announced your hiring. Just overall, your thoughts in being here in Cincinnati and your overall excitement to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's been a whirlwind of a few days, just meeting everybody, and there's a lot of people to meet. But what really stood out to me this week is just the energy and the enthusiasm of the staff here with the Cyclones. Everybody's really excited. You can tell there's a lot of people involved in this organization that love the organization, that they love their jobs, and there's no doubt to me that the fan base is that same way about the hockey team. And so, as a coach coming into a new market, that's really exciting for me.
I'm sure it's also pretty exciting to be back in this market. Of course, you played here for a season, so it's a bit of a homecoming of sorts. So since then to now, what are some of the differences that strike you within this organization?
A lot of things that I remember that were positives for me that are still here, right? The fact with the downtown arena and just kind of the vibrance of this area and it's something that's not really matched in the ECHL, right? To have a facility where you've got your major league markets and with the Bengals and then the Reds and then the Cyclones all kind of back to back, and so that's really exciting for me. Probably one thing that I haven't been able to really get involved with yet is the fan base, and so as much as the staff has been excellent and it's been really great to meet everybody, I'm really excited to meet the fan base and get to know the fans here in Cincinnati after 10 years away.
Well, let's talk about the fans. I mean, you played here for a while, and of course you've played against the Cincinnati Cyclones over the years. Just how does this market kind of compare to all the others within our league, and how exciting is it to return to such a passionate fan base?
Yeah, it's excellent. A top 5 in attendance kind of year over year, and really like an attendance that continues to grow. I think this organization's done a really good job of reaching new fans. I think hockey's a sport where you don't really get a true feel for it when you're watching it on television,
Sure.
right? But when you get to a game for the first time live and you feel the energy in the building and you feel that excitement as a fan, it kind of hooks you in. And so this market and this organization has done a good job of growing a fan base. And so I'm excited to be back 10 years later with kind of the growth of that fan base and hopefully really get to work early on here, putting a product on the ice that they can be really excited about.
So tell me about that untapped potential that you see within this organization. Of course, such a diehard fan base, but of course, still very much growing. How do you feel like your arrival will kind of help us kind of reintroduce the Cyclones brand to maybe someone that hasn't watched hockey before?
Yeah, I think as a coach in this league, there's a couple of things that you're doing that are probably more important than coaching, right? And one of those is you're building an organization. There's so many things into the ECHL that aren't hockey related, right? Creating a program that players want to be a part of, because ECHL you're pretty much just strictly on recruiting, other than your affiliated players, and then to tie into that with the affiliation is just being able to build on an affiliation that has traditionally been one of the strongest in the ECHL, and it's fairly new in this market, right? And just so 1 year with that affiliation, and so I'm really looking forward to getting to work to strengthen that relationship with the affiliation.
So let's talk about that affiliation. You kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Of course, we're affiliated with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's a very exciting partnership, not just for you, but also for the organization as well. What do you want to see from year 1 to year 2 with Toronto, and how do you feel like we can help develop those young players that they're sending our way?
Yeah, I think at this level, you need to really show your worth to the affiliates, right? Like it's important that they understand that you're developing their prospects, and there are some great prospects in that organization. And you saw last year, there's some incredible players that were here in Cincinnati, and so now it's our job to make sure that we are developing those players and also surrounding those players with some older players in the league and some high-end skill and talent that they can learn from and that they can grow their games.
So a question I'm sure everyone at home wants to hear, I'll ask it to Coach. Systematically, what can we expect to see out of this team? What kind of team are you looking to build, and how do you get the fan base excited with what product you want to put on the ice?
Yeah, that's a great question. So part of that is going to mirror what Toronto does. When you've got 8, 9, 10 players on your organization that have that ability to be called up. You want to set those guys up for success the best you can, and that means that when they're going up, then all of a sudden everything isn't different, right? The terminology, the systems, the structure, but then within that systems and structure, there's some room for some personal touch, I would say, to that. And I think that that the biggest thing is we want to be very predictable in how we play, and our fans hopefully can expect to show up night in, night out, and see the same type of team, the same type of effort, the same type of grit, the same type of character, night in, night out. And if we could do that, and then success on the ice will follow.
So you said the word I was going to ask you about, and that's grit. And something that this community and this fan base really cares about is a team that's going to stick up for each other. But tell me a little bit about the balance. Of course, you want to have depth guys that can provide that grit, but you also want to have some good high-end talent that could put the puck in the back of the net.
You need to have, in the ECHL level and all levels, but there's got to be an element of team toughness, right? And team toughness is a buy-in. It's got to come from somewhere where it's more in the character of the players that you're developing and the players that you're bringing in and the players that you're signing to kind of create that culture. Guys that want to stick up for each other, guys that want to block shots, do the hard things that it takes to get to the next level. And then as a group, then that's the kind of stuff that we celebrate. That's the stuff that as a coaching staff we celebrate. That's what we're going to work towards. And every day we're going to work towards just improving and getting better. And as a coaching staff, that's going to be our goal, is just to win every day and get better every day.
Coach, last question for you. What excites you about this opportunity? Of course, you spent the last 4 seasons kind of helping build out the Kansas City Mavericks, but now you get a new challenge in front of you. What is it about this opportunity that really gets you out of bed in the morning and makes you want to bring your best foot forward?
It's a great question. I'm excited for my family. I'm excited to get my family to a new market. I've got a very supportive wife and a couple of boys, a 7-year-old, soon to be 7-year-old in a couple of days, and then a 1.5-year-old. And so for this, coaching journey that you go on, and you obviously have end goals in mind and where you want to end up. But when you can be involved in an organization like the Cincinnati Cyclones, right? One of the top organizations in the ACHL on your journey, and you have resources in place to be successful. It's an opportunity that not everybody gets, right? And so it's something that I'm really excited about. My family's really excited. We're looking forward to not only getting here and becoming a hockey coach, but also getting here and becoming a part of the community. So it seems like hockey season's far away right now, but it's going to be here fast. And so we're excited and ready for the challenge.
No better man to lead this new era of Cyclones hockey. Coach Weselowski, thank you very much for your time, and thank you at home for tuning in and listening in on this conversation. We will see you in October. It is coming up, fans. I promise you, it's coming. We'll see you then.